mustache man. The mustache man.
It's the mustache man.
Hi!
We hereby call this meeting of the Fangirls Club to order. I'm Brielle.
And I'm Haley, and we are very, 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 very excited to be here with you all.
Just be here in life at this time in life.
Thank goodness we are here to officially watch and dissect and discuss the Wicked for Good trailer, which dropped this week. Finally, after many, many months of waiting.
We heard of some people viewing it 2 months ago. So I have been on edge
Since
for
CinemaCon.
2 months.
Yeah.
Waiting for it to just be anywhere.
They really dangled it over our heads for
2 months.
for so long, and so now finally we're halfway through the year, 6 months out, 5 months ish out from the second movie now, and we finally got the trailer for part 2, and it did not disappoint. There's so much in there that we have to
I'm
talk about.
shocked.
I know they really
We didn't get a teaser or anything. They were just like, here's the trailer. Here's No Good Deed. Here's For Good.
and I really appreciate that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, and it's still leaves you wanting more, if not
Yeah.
just as much
Yeah.
as any old little teaser would for anything else. So what we're going to do is we're literally going to watch, we've already watched it, but
It's memorized.
it's very, we're going to watch it again in real time and discuss. And also drink every time Brielle pauses the video.
It's going to be right now. Play it and then pause it.
Okay, it might be loud. Okay. So many things.
In that 1 second. Oh, 4, maybe.
The glass crack.
That is so cool that they did that.
Yeah.
So the glass cracking is a direct callback to the first movie when that happened in their dorm room together. And just the direct connection of that happening, Glinda instantly knows what's happening.
Yeah, she knows who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She instantly looks and she just knows. But then it's also weird because we'll see in a couple seconds of Elfie must have done that on purpose. And she knew that Glinda would know that crack meant it was her.
So why did she do that on wedding, if this is wedding night?
She's wearing her wedding dress, but she's already back in her apartment, room, house, hotel
Is this
thing.
before? Is this after the wedding?
It's at night.
Yeah, so
It looks late at night, and it feels like
does look
Elfie would
late.
only function late at night. Do you know what I mean? In hiding.
yeah. And I don't know, an insinuation of the glass cracking,
Yeah.
Elphaba calling attention to herself like this before Glinda's wedding is doesn't seem it's a little, the implications of that are
Odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I don't think Elfie's out to ruin this day necessarily.
No, she's doing this to get in Glinda's head or something. In the musical, Elfie finds out about this engagement or this marriage once she goes to visit Nessa and sees that Bach is there. And Bach is upset because it's once he see so many spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler warning. And also, I have kept myself, so I haven't seen the musical in probably 10 years, and I haven't watched any of the
Oh, do you not want
clips.
me
No, I want you to, but just from a perspective of someone
Okay.
who I know what happens, but I don't necessarily remember every
Details.
detail.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to get your perspective because,
Yeah.
so keep going.
She finds out about it via Bach because once he sees Nessa stand up and walk for the first time, he goes, oh, this is fantastic. This is wonderful. You don't need me anymore. I can go, and I can go be with Glinda. I have to warn her before she gets married. And then Elfie's like, before she what? And what's even more dramatic in this movie, they're skipping the whole engagement part. They're getting married.
Yeah.
There's no wedding in the musical. So this looks like it's on wedding night. And Elfie's going to be like, hey, girl, how you doing? The drama.
The drama.
So she knows. She's knocking on her door. She's like, hey, girl. And Glinda knows it's her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry.
Elva Withrop, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
So, like, again, every 5-10 seconds is loaded. Like, what is that? I mean, so we've done, I know that you've also done a bit of like deep diving into what this sound clip is.
What is that?
And at first listen, I was like, oh my God, is this a part of a new song? But the vibe of the clip, the riff of it is very No Good Deed. And obviously and as the trailer goes on, it goes into that song.
Yeah,
so
it would make sense.
it's got to be a No Good Deed riff.
There's no way they're giving us an inch of either of those new songs ahead of time.
No,
You
you're
know
so
what I mean?
right.
And we do know Cynthia's obviously going to add her own riffs and changes to all of these songs. So it very well could just be No Good Deed. And then you're right, it leads into a part of No Good Deed. So it just makes the most sense. And we know for a fact from the first movie's trailers, they changed some of the sound of some of the clips that they chose to put in the trailers. So it sounds different. Even in this, there's parts of when you hear For Good, it sounds like it would almost be in a different key.
For sure.
Because it's the cinematic trailer version.
Right.
And not how it's actually
change things
in the soundtrack.
But that said, this one little clip, I love that this is the first you hear of the music from part 2 because and this is a great surprise for everyone, not just people who don't know part 2 at all or don't know act 2, because we've never heard this before either. And we know the music backwards. And so it's just a cool way to be like, oh yeah, this movie is completely different and unlike what you know at all from the first one. And I love that they start with this. And it's kind of an eerie,
and
like
that's
this
like when
is
she like pops up and she like kind of scares Glinda. Like she's scary.
Yeah.
She's a wicked witch.
Yeah. It's going to be, I love how they're framing it in this. Where
so
you're
cool.
now we're a little afraid of her. And
Like, oh.
very different.
Yeah. I love that Glinda runs out and calls her by her full name.
Alphabethrop.
Like not even Alfie. You know,
Yeah, that's also an indicator of like where they're at this point.
Clearly
it's been years.
time. But at the same point, there was still a comfortability in it.
Yeah, I
So
know
like,
it's
have
you.
they not seen each other since Defying Gravity? And it's been a couple years. Is this the first time they're seeing each other?
I mean, I can't imagine, when would they have seen each other? I don't know. If Elphaba,
Has fully been on the run.
Glinda's saying, come in before the monkeys spot you. Like clearly they've got Emerald City on lockdown.
Yeah.
So they couldn't even get near each other even if they wanted to, probably. Yeah. And Lord knows Glinda's been completely sheltered by Morble and the wizard and essentially brainwashed by them. So
the Alphabethrop. It's like what her dad used to call her.
Yeah.
When they first showed up at Shiz. He was like, Alphabethrop. And he's yelling at her,
Oh, Elfie. Fuck it. This is not going to... I love this
cool.
riff.
Also, this hair on Glinda.
It's good. It's such a good look. The half up, half down. Yeah.
I'm stunned.
I hope she does more of it for press. I just think she looks
so,
perfection.
Like the styling.
Always. She always looks perfect. But like
I know,
this
but the styling in this and
impeccable.
like the way she looked, the tiniest difference they did to make her look like time has passed. Her hair is a little bit longer, but it's also just more. She's got the money now. She's got she's a public figure.
And also I think at least her wedding dress is a bit more sleek in fashion and
almost looks like she has this is a sleeker version than in the wedding shot.
Yeah, so maybe that does tell you it's after the wedding because this might be her reception dress or like just after.
Well, yeah, you know how some brides they'll take off the bigger part, and then it's like a sleeker dress.
Yeah,
and maybe this is her reception dress.
And then at the end of this clip, she turns and Elfie's like.
The most perfect way to open this trailer.
Perfect, yeah. Because,
stunned.
We don't know where they've been. They don't know where each other's been. It's just perfect.
And Elfie doesn't say anything.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
The Wicked Witch.
Okay, we're just gonna have to pause every 2 seconds because we have to go frame by frame almost. where is Elphaba? She's in
She's hiding in the forest.
Magic forest somewhere.
I like her little hut house, treehouse situation.
I almost thought that maybe this was where the animals used to congregate, you know, where Dr. Dillamond would gather. But anyway, so cool to see what this looks like.
Where she's
in
been.
the movie.
Where she's hiding.
Yeah.
You don't see that in the musical at all. She's
No, you
just like
don't.
magically appears.
You know, you see, like, As Long as You're Mine, where does that take place?
In
That
the
takes
forest.
there, but like that's really all we get of, you know, her domain kind of in the second act. So like, I feel like we're definitely going to get a lot more of her magical growth.
In that shot, oh my God, things are levitating around her. She's with the grimoire and it's glowing now.
It's so cool.
And it's like everything in the room is just kind of like anti-gravity. And she's been studying.
Yes.
Like, so she's going to be strong with her magic at this point.
I wonder if she's truly will have been alone all of this time, or if we will learn that
Got her aminal friends.
yeah, maybe she's had some friends along the way.
Definitely.
Because that would be something that would help elongate the story maybe of the second part.
Do we see Dulcibert and
I know
in the second movie?
I always think about Dulcibert.
I'm so scared about Dulcibert.
I know they're gonna like leverage her or something.
That's what I'm terrified of.
I know. Scary. What else do we see? Oh, and then Glinda donning her crown.
On her crown. That's definitely so. Obviously, we know her in the pink dress is going to be the very last shots of her after For Good, after she thinks Elfie died.
And this is when it all wraps around, and it's
full
her
circle.
beginning moment in the first movie.
Yeah,
when she
because
goes
later
to
in the
Munchkin.
trailer, we see her walk towards her chair bubble thing. So this has got to be right before that.
Yeah.
She's putting on her crown. She looks angry.
I know, like very.
She just sent
Intense.
spoilers always, of course, but she just sent away the wizard at this moment. She just sent away Morrible at this moment. Like her putting on that crown isn't just like putting on to be Glinda the Good. Like her putting on that crown is like, she's gonna, whatever the word they use, rule Oz now. Like she is the leader.
Dang.
And she's all
At
alone.
what cost?
Everything. It's like Thanos. And he said, what did it cost? And he was everything. Anyway. And the monkeys are flying.
And we've got our monkey friends here.
Can't elude us forever.
Oh, this is already some horrible. This is like everyone, you know, if you look closely, anyone could probably make this connection with Morrible and the weather outside.
It's frightful.
Yep.
I am shocked they threw that in the first trailer.
In the trailer, I know.
Because there's parts in the musical that could almost be missed at first. That to put together the fact that she's the one
Morrible.
that caused the tornado.
In Wizard of Oz, yeah.
You can almost kind of miss it in Act 2, the musical. But for them to throw this right into the trailer very clearly in that corner, that's what she's doing, is ballsy. And I'm curious as to why they chose to put that in.
I know. If they're weaving some sort of, well, we don't know yet how much more Dorothy and co we're going to get. I mean, probably quite a bit more, knowing what we know.
Yeah.
But how does Morrible connect to that on a deeper level?
Yeah.
And how is she, you know, like, what is her character going to be in the second part?
She is the Wicked Witch.
Yes, exactly.
This Wicked Witch.
Wicked Witch. Are we going to get another iconic? I mean, that was iconic.
God, that's that whole scene. And like, what's the music going to be like when she's doing that? Is it going to be like...
That was crazy.
Oh my God. And I like that out the window, it's like sepia tone.
Yep.
It looks like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy to see like how powerful she is. Like to see that moment. Oh, that's so cool.
And that she can like cause that across universe, like domains or whatever.
That part never gets explained in the musical and anything. So
never. Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna come into play at all.
Some sort of like dimension traveling. Like, are we gonna go there?
Maybe somehow it has a connection because that's where the wizard comes from.
I know.
He comes from Omaha.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
Get
the
a bit
only
more?
reason why it somehow.
I can't help but think that, in the like amazing set they had for Defying Gravity, having all of the wizards like discarded
There's like a
trolley or carts and things
Yeah.
from Omaha,
Yeah.
like where he comes from. I can't help but think that that's sort of a foreshadow to, maybe learning a bit more, even more than you can discern in part 2.
I can't wait until they announce how long this movie is.
It better be 6 hours.
Because Act 2 is so short.
I know.
And it's mostly song. There's really not that much dialogue in
I
it,
know.
too. So, like, what? So, what we're about to watch, too, this is a completely new scene.
I know. Fierro.
Not with Prince Fierro and his squadron hot on her trail.
Also,
Both
is
those
that?
scenes are new.
Oh, scratch Nikes. Those 2 scenes are new, but like I want to look at what's happening here. Like
She's
this,
blending in with the foliage.
it's so eerie looking. Like it's like a Loki type throne where she's one with the forest now. It's such an eerie shot
And
of
the way
her.
she's,
It's
like,
almost like there's moss like covering her.
It's
and-
hiding the green, yeah.
Yes.
That's what she's hiding in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool. Man behind the curtain. There he goes.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna faint. So the 2 new shots and scenes are nuts because this, I guess, looks like almost like his. What's the word? Not coronation. His knighting
Yeah. his
ceremony or something, or
captain of the guard kind of.
or something.
Yeah.
And Glinda's like looking at him proudly or something, but it's right in the Emerald City.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same set from One Short Day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like right in the middle with all the fountain and everything behind them. So I don't know what that whole scene is.
I know.
Interesting. And then the next one, of Fierro like hunting her down in the woods. Cause like, yes, but all of that with No Good Deed playing over it is nuts.
I know.
And then we start to see the wizard's setup looks more intense and high tech. And anyway. Oh, and then she touches the yellow brick fondly.
She remembers the good 5 minutes she had visiting the Emerald City with Glinda,
Yeah.
where Glinda was the one who was like,
Yellow.
I think yellow is a good color for the
Yeah.
road. Oh, these little touches in the film, like in the movies, now we know a little bit more about the second one, are just, it just like deepens the story, obviously so much, but mostly like the relationship between these 2 characters where, you see the musical and it's the best musical ever, but it's
only have
very
so much
easy.
time with them.
It's very easy to just pigeonhole these characters and individualize them and not really pay as much attention to just all of these relationships and what they mean for the world. And I think like,
what their connection like really is. Too.
yeah, how deep the bond goes.
Yeah.
And I think, this time jump is more obvious in this between the movies, and I just can't wait to see how it plays out.
Man.
So good.
No one believed in me more than I did.
Alpha. They're coming for you.
I've heard coming for you. Okay.
We see her flying and landing on. They're in the middle of
Munchkin.
building the yellow brick road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And in the background, there's a bunch of fire and destruction and animals running away.
Oh.
So she's showing up.
To defend, to help the animals.
Yeah. She's trying to stop them destroying the forests, cutting down the trees, burning the environment, just so they can build the yellow brick road. And hurting these animals, destroying their homes.
Hello. So many topics.
That's insane. They do not touch on that on the musical at all.
Nope.
They do not touch on the fact that building the yellow brick road is so messed up.
Yeah.
And it's destroying wildlife.
And yet, there's a song written about it. Follow the yellow brick road.
Yay! Nuts.
Heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason.
Okay, we have to pause because we've got Glinda in her, final dress carrying the grimoire.
But this is not the scene. I need to go into a deep dive, like a full study. I want to do like a video about the outfits because Glinda wears the most outfits.
Yeah.
Looks like Fiero's going to wear pretty much his guard's outfit the whole
Most of
time.
the
And
time.
Alfie mostly wears her frock.
Yeah.
Wear the frock. Fruit. So I feel like Glinda's the only one we can go off of
Yeah.
to kind of give us some more information about the new scenes or the differences or kind of the timeline. I think they're going to sing For Good, not in her final bubble dress.
Yeah, I think she's going to be in that
That
long
purple one,
sleeve,
yeah.
sort of iridescent.
Yeah. So what is this?
Yeah, is it sort of,
She going back up there to reminisce?
could it be her final song, like
Her solo
a new song? Just like, right before the end when then goes to Munchkinland,
when
like
she thinks everyone's dead and she's all alone before she chooses to like accept the role of
yeah,
whatever.
because she's not wearing the crown.
Oh, good point. Because we know she puts on the crown and she walks to her bubble chair at her apartment hotel thingy.
Yeah, her high rise.
Yeah. This is the same scene that they sang Defying Gravity
Right.
at the very top of a like skyscraper in Emerald City.
Well, this could be where she has discovered or she's gone to the scene.
That's at the castle.
Is this not at the castle? Is this not where they sang Defying?
No, they sang that at the top of a building in the Emerald City.
Right.
But in the musical, they sing For Good where Alfie gets melted
Right.
in Wizard of Oz, which is the Wicked Witch's castle, Kiyomiko.
Oh, right. I forgot about that place.
So either how does Glinda get there?
Right.
How does she get to that random castle? Or maybe with the movie, they're changing it. She never goes to the castle. They sing For Good somewhere separately.
Yeah.
Which that scene where she says, and I've had so many friends, that looks like it's almost at her apartment. So maybe they sing For Good there. Or they sing For Good where they sang Defying Gravity.
Right.
Maybe Glinda never goes to the castle.
But why would she sing they would sing For Good and she goes and quick changes, comes back. quick change. But in any case, I wonder what that, where she's going with this.
Yeah.
Sadness, holding the grimoire
Weird,
in this dress,
yeah.
Sans crown.
The March of the Witch Hunters looks insane. The tiniest shot we got of it.
I know.
It looks good.
I hope they're going to expand on it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a underrated favorite
Yeah.
moment of the musical.
I'm so excited for
Yeah.
everyone to eat their words. Ethan's going to kill it.
He's going to kill
And it's
it.
going to be so fun.
I'm a
It's gonna be
sucker for Christopher Fitzgerald's voice.
Yeah.
I love his voice,
The
but Ethan's
rasp that
going
he
to do it.
does.
Yes. But Ethan's going to do an
Ethan
amazing
was
job.
SpongeBob, which is an impossible role. So
Yes.
it's going to be so good.
Where Ethan stands over here.
Anyway.
At least when it comes to Bach. Oh. The amount of edits that I've already seen in the last day of frame for frame moments from the first movie and now the second one. Yeah, flashback to current.
She reopens the note and rereads it. They're in love. They love each other.
They love
it's
each
so
other.
pure.
I'm who I am today because
She's like, I
I
didn't.
knew you.
They love this shot.
And so do I. And
Do we actually finally get these flashbacks in movie
I
2?
really hope so.
Because we barely got them in movie 1.
They know that's going to absolutely demolish people by
a
doing
nice
that.
flashback.
Because, that's going to be so dark and everyone's going to be so separated. There's no lightness from the first movie in the second one. So it's going to be, so these little moments are going to hit that much harder
Ouch.
if they play them
Can do together
again.
like a calm.
her saying that after Elfie said it in the first movie.
That's insane.
Oh, wait. Also. Okay. Oh, yeah. What is this wedding scene?
The wedding looks identical to the Crazy Rich Asians wedding
does.
that John also directed. So
Which is an one of the most iconic wedding scenes of all time. So
I need to see his wedding photos. Did he have the most insane wedding ever? Because he
just
needs to
keeps
be
recreating
a wedding planner.
yes, he
That's
does.
crazy.
Oh God, just like the butterflies and wait, who's in attendance at this wedding?
No one that I think any of them know. Look at all of those people.
It's insane. This train.
The pink.
Oh, his face.
Because he's sad. Jonathan Bailey is always marrying the wrong woman. Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that there's a wedding in general is crazy.
I know.
And I think they're completely skipping the engagement party from the musical. Mm-hmm. And it's just going to be a wedding instead.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because there's no evidence of any engagement party at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so the engagement party... So in Act 2, Glinda only has 3 dresses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you can kind of tell the timeline of stuff.
Yeah.
So anything that's happening in like engagement dress from the musical is happening in wedding dress in this. And so you're gonna ask like what that scene is of her saying that to Elfie, of like them sitting on that broom thing
Yeah.
with the wizard. They're gonna add Glinda into Wonderful,
Oh.
which is the song when the
Whoa.
wizard is trying to convince Elfie to come back. I'll listen to you. I'll make everything better. You can help me. She's this close to joining him. But the thing that's going to be more insane is that they're adding Glinda into that. So now they're like tag teaming and trying to convince Elfie. And that's going to convince her even more. We already see the shot of her opening the note and rereading it. She misses the only friend she's ever had.
Yeah. No way. That's wonderful. I see now. There's Dorothy. Being led by maybe some munchkins that we know already. So I think we are going to get some like...
After in Wizard of Oz, like after the whole, like, do we get to see Glinda meet Dorothy? Like, are we going to get that whole scene, like, or part of it or the end of it?
Like a different POV of that scene would be
Because in the musical, that's
crazy.
when like they're off stage by then, but
and
it lights up
she's-
and she goes
yeah.
goodbye.
Yeah.
So are we gonna get any of that, or
That's crazy.
We see her walking. We see Dorothy walking away without the 3 companions yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, God.
And this,
Well, we'll get to that. Okay, so this is wonderful. See, not my favorite song, so I always forget about Wonderful, but
look, she's in her wedding dress,
wow.
but she's just wearing like a pink frock
Shawl, kind of.
over it. That's her wedding dress.
Oh, wow.
So this is all happening. So this is happening right after in the very beginning of the trailer. Elfie shows up on her balcony and they're talking, whatever happens.
And somehow Linda
come
convinces
with
her.
me. We're going to go see the wizard. And then look at this beautiful... They're holding hands, sitting on a broom
Literally,
bench, like intertwined. Look at the way she's looking at Elfie. There's stars in the sky. Like... And when they're dancing, the rainbow lights behind them.
Please. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
That's
Is all I have to say.
They waited till June to drop this.
Like I really need it to go this direction. I really need it to lean this angle. Like they need to lean into the angle. I'm happy it's for the trailer, but I want it for the whole thing.
I'm obsessed.
It's seeing that in IMAX is going to be insane. Okay.
That's the same shot from movie 1.
Yeah, you're right. At the end.
Bring me the broom of the wicked witch of the west.
Oh,
The line is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, because she helped him. Okay, and then we see Mr.
I was going to
Mans.
say we don't see Bach at all in the trailer, but
That's because
we see his Tin Man chest.
I'm really surprised they showed this
Yeah.
because, this is a part of the second act
A surprise, yeah.
Where, you know, obviously in the first movie, people can figure out, like, clearly Fiyero has feelings for Elfie. But, like, as far as we know...
Jeff's face.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised they showed Fiyero actually turning rather than play the part and just have us think he's going to just be, you know, follow Glinda's lead.
For a while there, I
The
thought you
wizard is
changed.
stunned.
Love this.
I have changed.
I have changed.
I have changed. Ooh, crashing the wedding. But it's all the animals. So did Elfie
Infiltrate.
have them do this? I don't know.
Time for both of us.
To fly! Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Because I knew you. And I've had so many friends.
The way that she always makes Elfie laugh.
I know.
Like, she knows how to make her laugh. And, like, the fact that through all of this, after what both of them have already been through and everything, like, she knows that in that moment they're both sobbing.
I know.
But she, like, still cracks a joke. And Elfie's like, haha. Like, it's just so...
She brings so much light to
Elphaba's she's the only
life.
Not only is she the only friend she's ever had, but like she's like this levity that Elfie's never had before with anyone else. Even Fiyero, he's still, you know, they have like, she's been the only one to like ever.
I know.
And they're just constantly holding hands.
Constantly. And like, here's the thing. Like, do I ship them? Yes. But also this is it's a story about female friendships first and foremost. And so I just love these moments with the two of them where it's truly, they're just like, you know, it's a sister, very deep friendship. So it makes me sad.
So like this is the scene that I'm saying, like this is like when they're singing for good.
For sure. And she is holding the grimoire here.
Yeah. But it's in that purple dress, which I'm confused about because For Good is at the end of the show, but Thank Goodness is at the beginning of Act 2. So why is she wearing her Thank Goodness dress?
Unless it's not her thank goodness dress.
It's the same exact dress. It just doesn't have those puff sleeve thingies. Is this like her public facing current Glinda
Uniform?
dress? Maybe she like puts it back on to be, you know?
Maybe she's got a magic dress and she can just like...
Maybe.
The one spell she learned is how to like just change her.
Maybe.
She swirls around and her dress changes.
But like, so that's what I'm like confused about. Of like, this dress is throwing me off.
I know.
And I can't tell where they are.
I know.
With like the
Some
fire
and
behind
this
them.
this is her
Is
castle.
this the castle?
Yeah, the castle maybe.
So she does go to the castle?
Yeah.
How does she get there? Also, Dorothy's
Bubble.
like underground somewhere, which is hysterical.
I know.
Maybe she does go to the castle. Because, like...
Oh, yeah. This is the literal shot from
the monkeys.
the very beginning of the first movie because it
Okay.
pans across this.
Then maybe so. So that's why she's wearing something... She's wearing her bubble dress different later.
Yeah.
Because she goes to the castle. She goes, release that little girl and her little dog Dodo.
Yeah.
Here, I guess. So then why in her bubble dress is she holding the grimoire going up the steps to where they sang Defying Gravity after this? Is my question.
But only one that mattered.
I'm off to see the wizard.
That little smirk on her face at the end.
Because she
She's
got the
like-
monkeys.
She's got her monkeys.
They're on her side.
Oh,
Oh my God.
okay. No,
Oh my God.
sorry.
They're on her side now.
Yeah. I love it.
And she's going to, so this is after she meets up with Fiyero. That's why she's smirking. Because he says, go, run, leave, and
I've changed.
go to my castle. She goes, well, won't your family be there? I was like, no, that's at the other castle. So I'm wondering if this is the first time she's going to that castle.
Maybe.
Like with all the monkeys with her. I'm just wondering if they're gonna really intertwine Wizard of Oz more, because they don't really too much in the musical.
No.
So I'm wondering so we see the shot of her flying around in the sky, writing
Then
your wizard lies, or what does she say? Our wizard lies, or
yeah.
something. So that's just like her MO. She loves to write notes in the sky.
In the sky, exactly.
So that looks like she's doing that earlier on, like during Thank Goodness or something. Because that's when Glinda's looking up and seeing that when she's in Munchkinland.
Right.
Which Thank Goodness is in Munchkinland.
Yeah, it's probably one of the first like moments of contrition.
I wonder if that's the first time she's seen Elfie.
Yeah.
That's why she looks so distraught. She's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, look out.
She's here.
Oh, and there is that one shot in the very, very, very background. You can barely hear her, like her evil, wicked witch laugh.
Ooh, so good. They didn't show any As Long As You're Mine.
No, I don't think they're going to.
That's going to be...
They're saving that.
I'm so happy for people. Well, I mean, it's going to be a whole new experience, obviously for us. But like, as Jonathan Bailey fans, as Cynthia fans, like it's going to be too much to handle for everyone involved. But especially for people who don't know the musical.
I just can't wait to hear him go, maybe I'm brainless.
God.
Lose my mind.
I just can't wait to see it on a big screen with all the
And the
cinematic
sound.
quality. And
I love the sound design of the first movie, so I'm so excited for this one's going to be even more intense, obviously. But yeah, so they didn't show any Bach.
Yep.
No Nessa.
That's so where have we seen? Right. We saw them in that little
Weird clips thing right before the trailer was released.
yeah, the same. They did it with the first movie too. Those like slow-mo still thingies of all of them.
Just like just the initial character
So we
design
saw
of
newish
each.
looks,
Yeah.
from everybody, and Bach and Nessa. But yeah, they weren't in the trailer. That's a whole that's a whole storyline that blows up.
Literally. And they straight up showed the lion
But only like chest down the other two.
of the other three.
Oh, the
We
other
don't see
three.
Dorothy
Dorothy.
either. So I really am wondering, is Dorothy going to be like a full-on faceless character
I wonder.
somehow? Because she is in the musical. You know, she's not an active character in this story.
Right. And I wonder, how far are they willing to go before it distracts? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Before Dorothy as a character, iconic character, is distracting to the main focus, which is the witches. But, because, people are going crazy to figure out who's
Who
cast
it
as
is.
Dorothy, who's going to be Dorothy.
Even if we see her face, I don't think it's going to be like a known person at all.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the whole point.
And it shouldn't be. Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
People are like, Haley Steinfeld.
Just think of any brunette they can ever think of. Oh my God.
Jenna Ortega.
Why would they pay that money to like, I can't.
It'd be really cool if she was kind of like a faceless character. But we also need focus on the other three.
Maybe. Because in the musical, we don't get that part of them. We don't get their fake.
I feel like it'd be really messed up. It'd be turned into a different movie if they expanded much on that.
Yeah. I think that takes away from
the women.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah, I don't want to see them. I don't need to see them.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
It's sad enough.
I wonder if we're going to see the transformations, though. Like, while she's Elakanamenop and, like, in her hut house in the forest.
We'll get flashes, too, happening.
Are we going to see anything? Or is that, like, going to be a full-on surprise later? Like, when he does pop up. You know what I mean?
Be interesting. Either way, I'm excited to see it.
Like,
I feel like it would be kind of cool to see.
Box is messed up. Are we going to see that?
It's actually so, like, thinking about it in a movie, scenario, I don't know, like, what is this movie going to be rated?
Yeah.
Because, like, this is it's really heavy.
How far are they
really
going to go
heavy.
in As Long As You're Mine? Because I feel like they won't. I think, like, the whole point, like, in the musical, like, she finally says it, like, after they just kiss. And she goes, I feel wicked.
We really want to get to, her saying that.
Oh, my God. Iconic.
Yeah.
I wonder, it's going to die. I wonder if they're going to put that line in a trailer at all. I feel wicked. Would be so cool.
I can't imagine seeing even more before the movie. You know?
Yeah. How much will they? I can't imagine them showing that much.
I know.
Anyway.
So, okay. That's our mini deep dive on the trailer.
Yay!
For Wicked for Good. So excited. We're so excited for the movie to come out. Yeah, we'll see if there's more Wicked to discuss. I mean, there always is,
Absolutely.
but
I can't wait.
But for now, we're just gonna go rewatch the trailer again.
And the movie.
And the movie.
Okay, bye.
This meeting of the Fangirls Club is adjourned.
Ooh.
We need a gavel.
Ooh.
Right?